Welcome everybody. First video of 2025, and I want to do some posture work. More specifically, posture strength. First thing I'm going to do is do a self-test with you so you can identify if you're suffering from two posture mistakes that can leak power out of your body. And then after we're done with that self-test, I'm going to show an exercise that's going to help you start activating fascia strength, where you make your posture spring-loaded, as I call it in my Fascia Strength and Power program, where you're utilizing your body's elasticity, your free strength, to power all your movements. Let's take a look. Okay, for this self-test, what I want you to do is just go ahead and get in what you think is a good posture. So basically stand upright, try to align your body as best as you can. And then what I want you to do once you're there is internally put your mind's eye inside your body and determine what is holding up your body. How are you holding up your alignment? So now there's basically I got it narrowed down to three ways. Two of them are no good, they're mistakes, and one of them is ideal. The first mistake is your internal state is a state of tension, where you might be holding up your torso, your head and your back, your chest, and it might be in a good alignment, okay, but you're holding it up with too much muscular tension. So state of tension, no good. You might have too much tension in your hips trying to hold things up. All that is weakness. It may feel strong because it's tense, but really you're just locked down in tension. Now the second mistake is a better mistake than the tension, I believe, but it's still a mistake. And that is if you align your posture fairly good and it's just relaxed, meaning there's no longer that tension, but it's in a state of slack, I call it. And the slack, severe slack out of alignment might look like this, okay, obvious slack. But you can even be in good alignment, head over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips. You can even be in good alignment and still be in a state of slack because the bones are just resting on top of each other. It's just like sagging down to your feet. And it's a relaxed state, but it's not ready, it's not spring-loaded and ready to go in case you need it. So the posture strength isn't there. Again, I think that the state of slack is better than the state of tension, but it's not ideal. So go ahead and just get in your posture and put your mind's eye inside yourself and say, do I have tension or do I have slack? And this might take some time to get this awareness skill. A lot of you have this because you've harnessed it with other internal arts or other training, but some of you might be new, and it's like putting your mind inside your body to get better at awareness is a key skill that can catapult your training to new levels. Now this third state of internal state inside your body that's holding your tension is what I call the state of elasticity. Fascia strength, where we are internally lengthening the body a little bit to become spring-loaded. So in this next exercise, I'm going to show you how to get there so you can get rid of the tension, get rid of the slack, and get in this great ready state so you're ready to pounce on things without a wind-up, without that. You're just kind of spring-loaded, ready to go. All right, to activate that spring-loaded posture, that state of elasticity, what I want you to do is suspend the head. Go ahead and think of the hand of God grabbing you by the top of the hair and just pulling the crown up a little bit. And then I want you to hang your shoulders that are back and down off of that suspension from the head. Now I want you to think the chest and back are spread wide. And to help that, I want you to put your arms to the side and stretch your arms, your fingertips, your whole arms out to the sides. Put a nice stretch on your arms. But as you're stretching your arms, you're not just stretching your arms, you're thinking of stretching the chest and the upper back to get the torso stretched on the sidelines from left to right. So don't just stretch your arms and have slack in your torso. Stretch the chest and the back, all of that. So the head is suspended up, the shoulders are down. You can think that your hips are down, tailbone down a little bit. So if the head is up and the shoulder and tailbone is down, you've got this stretch in the fascia wetsuit. Now I call the fascia wetsuit that Spider-Man-like suit of fascia that covers all the muscles and all the tendons and all the bones. And if we relax the muscles underneath that, but find out how to internally stretch the fascia wetsuit, we'll get that spring-loaded posture I'm talking about. Now what I want you to do is purposely stretch too much tension. All right? Too much tension, feel that. Now relax all that and kind of go wet noodle where there's slack. Now find an in-between point where what you're doing is I call tuning the fascia, where we get just that nice little pull on the fascia wetsuit. So it's pulled taut from left to right and up and down, but it's not too tense, because if we go too tense, we got too much muscular tension. So go ahead and find that, play with it from too much tension stretching to relax off of that. And you're going to find this where you can be taut, internally stretched up and down and left to right, but still be able to move the body freely. If you're too tight, you can't move. If there's too much slack, you feel the jelly body in you. It's in between there. It's almost like tuning a guitar or a piano. You got to get it just right. Once you find a nice internal tension where you think you have that elasticity, one of the ways I like to build fascia strength now is to go ahead and go on one leg and start challenging our balance while maintaining that internal stretch in our posture. So I'm just swinging my leg from side to side. Shoulders are down, head is up. Spreading the chest. And I'm just swinging the leg. And in time, if you get it just right, what you're going to feel is that it takes very little hip flexor strength to swing the leg. And that's because your leg is hanging off of all this elasticity in your spring-loaded posture. So just play with this, make sure you're breathing. And get so you get fluid and at the same time holding that tautness in your fascia wetsuit. You can turn this into a balance chain. When you go to lose balance on one leg, just go to the other leg and keep swinging. Don't stop every time you lose balance. If you go to lose balance, use some smoothness to find it back, but keep the tautness. After a while, put your arms down, but keep that stretch in your chest and upper back. And we're building fascia strength right now because we got a stretch on the fascia wetsuit and we're challenging our balance. All right, so that exercise I just showed, get so you can do 3 to 5 minutes. Where you're doing the balance chain, you're on one leg and the other leg is swinging. As you lose balance, you go to the other leg, back and forth as relaxed as you can. But as you're relaxed, you're stretching the fascia wetsuit both up and down and left to right to create that elasticity in the body so you're building fascia strength. Now remember that fascia strength is that elusive strength that all the greatest athletes and martial artists have. It combines strength and agility at the same time. Incredible for healing your body if you're up in years and you've been banged around a bit, okay? When you build fascia strength, you put your body in a healing state. If you want more of this work, I'll leave my program Fascia Strength and Power down below. Other than that, that's all I have for you today. We'll see you on the next video.